We've already seen what Apple has planned for the 2026 MacBook lineup, from the OLED M6 Pro to the budget A18-based MacBook. But what about the powerhouses sitting on your desk? Last year, the M4 Mac Mini was arguably the biggest leap in the product's 20-year history. It was small, it was insanely fast, and at $600 it redefined what value meant for a desktop. But if you thought Apple was slowing down, think again. Mark Gurman and recent supply chain leaks have just pulled back the curtain on the 2026 Mac desktop lineup. We're talking about an M5 chip that bridges the gap to high-end gaming, a Mac Studio that finally brings back the customization we've missed since the Intel days, and a shocking update on the Mac Pro that might change the Apple ecosystem forever. If you're looking to upgrade your desk setup, you might want to hold your breath. The M5 Mac Mini, the value king. The Mac Mini remains the entry point for macOS, but the 2026 update turns it into a workstation light for many users. Chip performance: M5 and M5 Pro * CPU. The M5 features a 10-core architecture, 4 performance, 6 efficiency. Leaks show a 15% boost in multi-threaded tasks over the M4. GPU. This is the headline upgrade. The M5 features neural accelerators in every GPU core, delivering 30 to 45% faster graphics and up to 4x peak AI compute for tasks like video upscaling. Memory. Standard RAM remains 16 GB M5 and 24 GB M5 Pro, with the Pro model potentially supporting up to 64 GB for the first time. Connectivity. Thunderbolt 5 will be standard on the M5 Pro models, offering up to 120 gigabits per second bandwidth, essential for pro-grade external storage. Standard M5 likely sticks to Thunderbolt 4 to maintain the $599 price point. Release window: expected June 2026, WWDC, following the M5 MacBook Air launch earlier in the spring. The M5 Mac Studio, the modular workstation. With the Mac Pro on the back burner, the Mac Studio is receiving the most significant architectural change since its debut. Modular chip design. Reports from late 2025 indicate the M5 Max and M5 Ultra will use a new separate block architecture. Customization. For the first time, you may be able to choose a base CPU with a maxed-out GPU, decoupling the core counts. This addresses a major complaint from pros who need graphic power but not 20-plus CPU cores. Performance targets. The M5 Ultra is expected to be a beast, with over 80 GPU cores, targeting performance parity with high-end discrete mobile cards like the RTX 5080. LLM powerhouse. With up to 512 GB of unified memory and enhanced neural accelerators, it will be the premier consumer machine for running local AI models, LLMs. Design. No external chassis changes are expected. Apple is focusing entirely on the internal ultrafusion and cooling efficiency. The fate of the Mac Pro: the Mac Pro is currently in a state of functional obsolescence, and internal sentiment at Apple suggests it may be discontinued. The M4 Ultra cancellation. Development on an M4 Ultra chip was reportedly halted because the M4 Max architecture lacked the necessary interconnect layer. Apple has instead prioritized the M5 Ultra for the Studio. Value proposition. The current Mac Pro, $6,999, is significantly slower than the M4 Max MacBook Pro. Without the ability to support third-party GPUs, the PCIe slots are only useful for niche storage or networking cards. The replacement. Apple appears to be betting that a maxed-out Mac Studio combined with a high-end Thunderbolt 5 dock fulfills the needs of 99% of its Pro users, leaving the tower form factor behind. So the writing is on the wall. The Mac Pro, a machine that defined Pro for 2 decades, seems to be making way for a more efficient, compact future. It's a bit bittersweet, but when you look at the sheer power Apple is packing into the M5 Ultra, and the modularity coming to the Mac Studio, it's hard to argue with the logic. Why pay a $3,000 tower tax for empty PE slots when the Mac Studio can now go toe-to-toe with an RTX 5080? But I want to hear from you. Is the Mac Mini M5 the value king you've been waiting for? Or are you mourning the potential loss of the Mac Pro Tower? Drop a comment down below. I read as many as I can. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a massive favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep bringing you these updates as soon as the leaks hit. Don't forget to check out our app wallpapers for the latest Enter theme designs to refresh your current setup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!